Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and we are in Lesage, West Virginia. I believe it's pronounced Lesage. Yeah, we're at Hillbilly Hot Dogs. This is, actually, it's October, very late October 2021. And my wife and I stopped by here on one of our recent trips, kind of towards Huntington and Point Pleasant. This is one of my favorite places to stop and just pig out on food on the planet. This place is great. In fact, we've been here a ton, and I always take my camera in and take pictures and do videos. I've got some other video that I'm going to put up, I believe, going back maybe 2018 or so. The first few little bit video clips, though, those are going to be from October 2021. But I've stopped here a bunch with my wife. I've stopped here a lot with buddies. This is a popular place, and a lot of people, especially from outside of the area, like to stop here. It's a great place to stop. It's well known. And I know the first time we ever came here, we were driving down the road, and my wife literally said, "Hey, there's that Hillbilly Hot Dog place that was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives the other night." And we turned around and went there. We had no idea that it was in West Virginia as we were driving through there. I mean, it was just one of those kind of random. We passed it, and we remembered seeing it on TV, and we knew we had to go. And we've been going here at least a few times every year ever since. It's near Huntington. It's if you're doing your Mothman trip to Point Pleasant, it's 30 miles from Point Pleasant, and it's not that far. If you're in central or Eastern Kentucky, it's just not that far of a drive, and it's just a fun place. That little fella in the red shirt, he was going to do the home wrecker challenge. I just thought I'd point that out. I don't know if he did it or not. I didn't stick around to see if he made it and ate the dog, but he was doing the challenge.
Hey, you know what I gotta do for that tip, don't ya? Johnny's a weenie baby, I'm a weenie Sandy, so best face around, I'm a weenie cherries, a weenie vibes, we add spice, right? Hillbilly hot dogs every night. Yeehaw!
Yeah, no, when you pay for your food, if you tip, I think it's $2 or $3, they sing the weenie song every time, and you'll hear that song many times while you're there, and that's very cute. And you should always, I can't stress this enough, especially in times like now. It's tip generously, and this is a great place to tip generously. They always have enthusiastic young people working there, and they work hard, and that's very entertaining that they sing that song ever so often. Yeah, but you walk into Hillbilly Hot Dogs, and it's kind of, I don't know, shack-like. It does kind of have the feel of, growing up a hillbilly. This place has a familiarity to me, and they've kind of put together some old school buses and some shacks and made this. And it is so cool. They actually have pins out. They encourage you to sign the walls or sign whatever you want. And it's very unique. And it's obviously decorated with various bits and pieces of junk. Yeah, and if you're into old collectibles, they have some cool stuff around. I don't think it's for sale. I think people leave it, and they just kind of go with it. I know I've been here a couple of times that I've thought about making an offer on a piece or two, but I've held off. My wife doesn't like it when I do that kind of thing. But yeah, check it out. This is just, this is cool. And there's often, as you could tell a moment ago, lines. I would suggest if you're thinking about going here, get here right when they open, or come at an off hour. Maybe come on a weekday instead of a weekend. Because I've waited here before for an hour plus to put my order in. And that's just because it's such a popular place. They make a quality product. Something I can't stress enough about Hillbilly Hot Dogs is it's good. It's freaking awesome. If you like hot dogs, man, this is just a great place to go. In general, places that are gimmicky usually don't have great food. Usually that gimmick is covering up a lack of quality. That's not the case here with Hillbilly Hot Dogs. The food's awesome. I mean, the food is great. I think they use all beef hot dogs. They cook them up right. They load them up with toppings, and it's just good food. And I especially like their. They have some. Was it ranch cheese, bacon fries? Yeah, get the hot dog, but also get the fries too. I'm not kidding. It is good food. Not healthy, but this is a place when I want to eat unhealthy, pig out, and really enjoy it. This is a place I like to come to. And it just got a lot of heart. And I know, especially, not lately, but the first few times we came here, I know we bumped into the owners, Sherry and Sonny, and they were really sweet people. Sherry used to be here a lot. I would see her at the front counter quite a bit. And just nice little people. And I know one night I was here with my friend Rick, and we saw Sonny, and he came over and just talked to us like we were old friends. It was... these are nice people. I like what they've done. They've done something unique, and obviously it's successful. And these are people that deserve your business. And this is just a cool place to come to, and I like it a lot. I guess I do have a few Hillbilly Hot Dog stories. Me and my buddy Rick were here one night, and we were leaving. It was maybe early afternoon. I think we had an early dinner basically here. But we were leaving, and an older fella, pulled up in a car with his wife. He parked kind of beside us. He gets out, and he says to me and my friend Rick, he goes, "Hey, my wife saw this place on TV and wanted to come here. Is it?" I'm looking at it thinking it can't be very good. This looks terrible. Is it any good? And we're like, "Oh yeah, go on in. The food's great. It's funny. It's unique. It's novel. Go on in." And he must have said like 3 times. He was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure this is a good place to go?" We're like, yes, go here. But it was so funny. I mean, his wife wanted to go, but he saw it and just was like, "Yeah, I don't think I want to go here." But we told him, "Yeah, go on in. You're gonna have a great time." So that was kind of funny. And this is you kind of walk up, and like I said, sometimes there's a big old line right here, but you walk up, you go inside, and it's I think this video is from 2019 or 2018, I can't remember. But me and my buddy Jimmy stopped here once and had a good time. I think we split a home wrecker. I can eat about 1/4 of a home wrecker. Jimmy ate the whole 1/2 of a home wrecker. But it's a lot of food. And I like their merch. They always have cool stickers and patches and cool items. I'm glad they've done all that they can with their merchandise. Yeah, it's just always a cool place to pick up a t-shirt or something. And as you can see, it's just a neat place to be. It's a nice place to... It's just nice being here. I know I have other friends. My friend Rick came here one night. I came here with him, and he wanted to try the home wrecker, but didn't want to get the whole home wrecker. So they made up a regular size hot dog the way they would do a home wrecker, and he was thrilled about that. It got me.
Used to have a mouse on it. What all comes on the home wrecker?
Okay, you ready? Sauteed onions and peppers, nacho cheese, habanero, jalapenos, chili, slaw, lettuce, tomato, and shredded cheese.
Yeah, that nice young lady just told us everything that was on the home wrecker. The home wrecker, I believe, is a 2-pound hot dog on a bun with all of those ingredients. And if you eat it in under 12 minutes, you get a t-shirt. If you beat the record, you get it for free. I think the current record is a couple minutes. There's a Johnny West doll. I love Johnny West. Some old 8-tracks. I never was an 8-track person. Yeah, but anyway, the home wrecker. I believe somebody told me like a 90-pound, 14-year-old girl holds the record for eating the home wrecker in like less than 3 minutes or whatever. So that's pretty darn impressive.
And you know what you get for tips around here?
Oh, yes. Yay! Thank you. You too. You got it all?
I think so.
there was the Hillbilly Hot Dog song again. Again, sung by enthusiastic young people at Hillbilly Hot Dogs. Anyway, I get a kick out of hearing that every time. Yeah, and there's my buddy Jimmy with a home wrecker and some fries there. Yeah, check that out. That is just one heck of a meal. I've been here a couple times with Jimmy, and that time he tried to eat that home wrecker on his own. And like I said, I think he got about half of it done. My buddy Brent, once I brought him here, I bet he ate about 80% of a home wrecker, but he didn't get all the ingredients on it. He's a big guy though. He can put the hurt on some food. But the home wrecker, yeah, look at that. That is substantial. That is massive. I don't know how people eat those. I've seen several people try to do the challenge. I've never seen anybody succeed while we've been there. And again, I think this is from 2018. Just roaming around looking at the buses. They have basically two school buses kind of side by side at their little main area where you order your food and you can eat there. And they've got some other school buses that you can go on to and just kind of explore, sign your name, eat your food. It's a pretty crazy setup, but it's very exciting. I've mentioned that this is it's 30 miles from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And at least once a year, twice a year, somebody will bring up the Mothman, and they'll realize that it's only a 3-hour drive to Point Pleasant from Lexington. And when they know that I've done that trip a lot and I enjoy that trip, they'll ask me to go, and I always try to bring them here to Hillbilly Hot Dogs. To me, your legend tripping visit to Point Pleasant is not complete unless you stop at Hillbilly Hot Dogs. They kind of go together. It's just kind of a nice, weird road trip. I also know they used to, I don't know if they still do this or not, but I think the Mothman Museum used to have Hillbilly Hot Dog coupons, and they used to offer a discount if you brought in, your receipt from the Mothman Museum, they would give you, just a small discount here at Hillbilly Hot Dogs. I don't know if they still do that or not. And I think the Mothman Museum reciprocated, so... But these two things kind of go together, and that totally makes sense to me. I love looking at all the weird old stuff they have. It's almost like being at a museum in a way, and I especially love the old toys and the old. I know they had like an old telephone here. I don't even know how that works. Yeah, it's just fun looking around. I will say that, especially as you go over to the bathrooms, you'll see here in a moment, and even inside their main area, they're big on potty humor at Hillbilly Hot Dogs. Some of the humor can touch into the adult humor area, but it's clean enough. But you'll read funny sayings and stuff all over the place, just for what that's worth. And I know there used to be another Hillbilly Hot Dogs over on the Marshall campus. It closed up. I went there once, and it did not quite have the same heart as the original one. Yeah, there we go with the humor. It was a nice place to stop. I know we drove by this one day, and it was just so crowded, and we drove over to the other one on the campus, and it was not nearly as crowded, so we stopped there for a nice little lunch, a nice little hot dog lunch. But Hillbilly Hot Dogs itself is, it's kind of out in the middle of, I don't want to say out in the middle of nowhere, but there's not anything else close to it. There's not a shop or anything, even a mile or two down the road. There's a post office nearby, but that's about it. You've passed this on your way somewhere else. But it's not that far from Huntington. Like I said, it's 30 miles from Point Pleasant. I know we used to go over to Charleston and see the West Virginia Power, who recently changed their name. We used to go see them quite a bit, and you could incorporate a stop at Hillbilly Hot Dogs into one of those trips. This would probably be a tad bit out of your way if you're going to Charleston from like Lexington, Kentucky. But no, it's you've got to want to go to Hillbilly Hot Dog to go there. It's it's not near anything else, and I just wanted to mention that. But it's definitely worth the trip. My buddy Jimmy, after I took him the first time, he went back like the next week with his family, and just made a special trip out here just to go here. And I've done that before myself. The food is that good. It's that fun of an experience. And right here as we end the video, here's a little bit of food. Man, check out those fries. They are as good as they look, I swear. And my buddy Rick got a little mini home wrecker, and that was what he had. So yeah, Hillbilly Hot Dogs.